been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me.
We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On 1st and 10, Goff. Side here, and it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 36 yards on the play.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Gurley again here on first down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage of it.
That's caught on the right side at Smith. They're down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Again, Goff. And he fires one, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
third down. Here's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Saints 7.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun. Goff. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running with Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming in a little bit.
Ball's out. Kamara forward. And the Falcons grab it. Look at the big man. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
From the gun, here's Goff. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. Last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Lutz on for the field goal. A 36.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, Other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now Olsen. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He's brought down at the 30.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Goff on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Thomas out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
And he'll go down at the 28. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. After the run, Goff going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. Now it's gone. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Goff throwing again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. An 11-yard touchdown. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Will Lutz, the kickoff for New Orleans.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Sideline here is complete, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Gurley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Third down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Goff. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To Deontay Harris. It's a gain of
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
41-yard line.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
36-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Number 41.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up first and goal at the 1.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Saints 24, Falcons 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Will they make up for it? Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Tackle made at the 47.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's gone. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 14. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints' 2-yard line.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 24-24. Younghoe Koo to kick off for it.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
2-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try to get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They run it again with Kamara. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Goff. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
53-yard attempt.
And once his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
24.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's complete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Complete in the end zone. It's third down and 5 yards to go.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Back to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We have 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up, lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there in overtime. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Well, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Julio Jones, once again, the intended target. They'll try to run for first and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Today's final score in overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters.